Now, we will kill someone, or should we do it on a stage? Yes, why not? Shakespeare was doing it in every play. You were just referring to Shakespeare, yes or no, in one answer. So, kill the Killnet, not an easy task. So, you're coming with a special tool to kill something? No, you leave. Oh, that's your office, always with you. So the one who is going to perform this killing the Killnet is Uldis Tatarčuks. He's outspoken always on these matters, but also probably with great reason. You control a lot of internet space in this country, most probably not only in this country. So you have great lessons which you learned probably. So why you want to focus to kill someone rather, before we were saying about preventing, like training to be more maybe nervous, maybe skillful, but not really to kill. So why?
Oh, well, rather it's a game of words. Our main mission is to protect more than 60% of data traffic we are carrying every day for governmental institutions, for private clients, for business units. But coming back shortly to the great speech of General Yarker here from Canada, we are grateful to have some Canadian presence here, and we also believe that we can do more if we are working together with CERT, with Canadians, with other nations, other companies also in Latvia. And it's definitely important to create this trust. So we had the idea to create some more trust with Canadians. We decided to play ice hockey with a team of Canadians. Not a good idea. Next time we will pick Lithuanians or some other nations, but cannot comment on a result. It's classified. But we did okay. So some things shortly about why it's important to kill the Killnet, why it's important to protect ourselves so our businesses are running, so our data are secure, and other aspects. So first thing with a word, every presentation starts, especially in this region. We are living in new reality. We have new threats, physical and also cyber. So cyber warfare is also ongoing. And one thing I was thinking today is that I will speak about a bit later about the topic, but we have noticed huge decrease in DDoS attacks, in other bad things for last moments when the Russian Federation announced mobilization. So it helped a little bit the way they organized it, and the only industry probably gaining some benefits is alcohol beverage producers, as we see from the social networks. But however, it's a short silence, and most probably it will come back. But we also need to remember that most probably someone is also attending this conference either in the room or either digitally. So we need to put those things together, cybersecurity and also physical security for our staff members, for our main experts which are dealing with the problems. So like a year ago, before February, overall expectations from the cybersecurity and geopolitics was everybody was believing the geopolitical conflict is like gaining only 20% prediction a year ago. Now it's 32%. Same goes for cyber risks. The predictions that cyber risks are important was around 30%. Today they are 49%. We see more and more governmental institutions and business units are understanding it, really approaching the problem and starting to invest in tools which can solve the issue. So it's a big jump from 30 to 49 and from 20 to 32 in geopolitical conflict. The world changed. In 2 weeks, in first 2 weeks after 24th of February, we noticed in our systems that cyber activity or attacks are down for 2 weeks. So as our experts started to get a bit worried about it, are our systems up? Are we seeing everything, or is something not working maybe? So there was some delay in reaction. But of course, like a couple weeks later, DDoS attack boom started, and it started on 9th of May. Some cyber criminal groups declared Latvia as their target, and the most active group in this area was the Killnet. That's why we specifically started to monitor them, to track the activities, and try to understand how we can protect ourselves in a much better way as we did before February. Of course, we did some activities, but also the trigger for ourselves was the war which started, and then we started to invest heavily in our IT security solutions also, even more as we did before. So one thing they succeeded to do was they shut down the biggest email system in Latvia, Inbox.LV. They are suspected. There is no clear understanding that how exactly it went down. We have some information. We are using this information to protect other clients and ourselves in the nearest future, but we see that they are able to succeed in some events. Other event which we predicted, and this is a good thing in our business, we knew that Latvian Parliament is voting for the law which will declare Russia as a state sponsor of terrorism. So we were ready. We knew that some activities can be existed on that day, and exactly here comes the partnership aspect. Together with other partners, we knew that something bad probably will happen, and we were able to protect the infrastructure, so the parliament was able to walk, all digital systems were up, and we proceeded as normal with our everyday work also in a parliament. And we are quite proud that we were able, together with the partners, to achieve this result. And of course, the thing I mentioned already, in September, we also started nervously to check our systems, because what we saw is that our DDoS attack amount is decreasing by 4 times. So something is ongoing, obviously, in the area, but our systems are working. There is a real decrease in cyber attack amount. However, we understand that this trend most probably will not continue. Therefore, this is the right time for us to invest more and to be prepared for the next incident coming. And source of countries, of course, one thing every country and companies are using is geolocation. So we are shutting down the access to our networks from abroad, especially in Ukraine, because the only way when the geolocation is protecting the Ukraine's network is to continue to attack the systems of the country from inside, from the territory of the Ukraine, from the computers located here, other technical equipment. Therefore, that is why quite important that we continue to educate our population and our businesses, because in practical lives, a strange situation we are monitoring is that we get the information from CERT about the devices which are corrupted. Then we deliver the information to the end users who is owning the computer or other system. And quite often we are getting zero reaction. They are doing nothing. So they are keeping the bad code inside their computer, and that's the way how they are helping bad cyber criminals to target other systems. And that's the one aspect we need to focus a bit more on. Maybe even we need to implement some legislation to address that issue, because there is no real progress in this area. We need to shut down the vulnerable computers and other devices to protect our networks in general, and that's the aspect we will continue to work on. We see that attacks are getting more fierce, like in 1 year progress from 17 million to 46. So not only we are developing our systems, attacks are getting smarter, more powerful, but the good thing is that we are developing our systems, and we are able at the moment today in reality to handle such a huge amount. This is more than 100% increase in 1 year's period. So there is some trends we definitely need to address and be ready to defend ourselves. Yes, and DDoS is only one part of the problems. They are often called as hooligans. They cannot really compromise our systems with this method to some extent, but it's important that we keep them in order. And we also pay attention to the whole picture. There is organized cybercrime, hacktivism, mobile devices are part of the picture, and definitely lack of cybersecurity professionals we are facing at the moment. That's why we started a huge program with Riga Tech Gals. 6,000 attendants for second year in a row, trying to learn about IT systems, about IT professions, and that's the way how we, together with military, are trying to develop the new experts, because we definitely need more experts in this area. We have a lack of them. Everybody is hiring. CERT is hiring. We are also hiring. I'm suspecting that Canadians are only friendly company in this area because hopefully they are hiring in Canada. That's good news. So we are hiring here together with all the industry. And it's important to check how strong your walls are, because there is a lot of bricks in the area. And one of the most important bricks are your employees, because this is a real target. For us as a tech company, we made phishing experiments. We are continuously making them, and we were shocked about the number of our colleagues which are not only opening emails, clicking everywhere, but even starting the arguments with phishers. You are not this, and they're starting to send emails back and forth and so on. So even if in the tech company we have this problem with our colleagues, then you definitely all other B2B segment has to address the issue. Most probably there is some risk hiding in there. So train them. And in our company, we implemented the system. If you open like 3 times wrong email, then you go to the training and we switch off your access to the system until you pass the test, so you are behaving better. So very shortly, some ideas, problems are there, so what to do next? First thing, find your weak spots, reduce vulnerabilities, and last word in a third point is, from my perspective, most important. Find the right partners. We are also, as a big tech company, working with partners because they specialize in some area. They are better experts as we are in some areas. So the tricky thing how to get the real success is to put the right partners, create some trust between them, maybe even play ice hockey, and then they can deliver good results together. And the important thing also is know them face to face. We are part of the cyber protection team in Europe. We are working with other big operators, Proximus, KPN, Deutsche Telekom, A1, Vodafone, Telia, some others. So there we exchange information. But this is the most secure of telco community, which is speaking only to the representatives from other countries if they know them face to face. If they have meetings, they have create first some trust, check who is who, that he is representing real company, doing some proper security work also, and only then the information about some aspects which we are monitoring in Latvia. We are sharing information with other colleagues in Europe so we can protect telco networks together better. And some trust and knowing whom you are speaking to is also important in this area. and go further. Improve your IT governance, investigate cyber threat, partner with CERT. They're doing a really good job. Improve some business continuity and create some long-term IT strategy. And this is the second time in this conference when we are mentioning Matrix movie. So some quote from the Morpheus. So the blue pill or red pill, which is the one to pick is obviously your choice. We definitely recommend the red pill, so stop working in the safety illusion. Nowadays, cyber criminals are attacking even small businesses. They are not targeting only big companies, only state agencies, so it can disrupt your business. Maybe they are not coming from other countries' military environment, but still, you are in a real world. Safety illusion is not a good thing to trust. The question is not if you will be attacked, but the question is when, as we are saying. And follow the news, consult with the experts, and protect yourself. It's like insurance. You must have insurance, and you must have cybersecurity nowadays. So that's very shortly from my side, and thank you for being here and for your attention.
Thank you. Nevertheless, we will ask you some questions probably from the hall. Don't run away, please. Yes. The good experience, the bad experience, the brilliant experience. There was Egil, there was a gentleman. Yes.
Hello, and thank you for the presentation. As an international student here, I am more asking this question to private companies and etc. What opportunity, you said that training is important, everyone is looking for specialists. As a TED, what do you plan or what opportunities do you provide for students such as boot camp or international as training them to become a better specialists?
Well, you can check all the info on our website or drop an email to myself, or otherwise we have a daughter company, Uldis Tatarčuks, which is constantly running a big number of different kind of trainings together with industry partners like Cisco, Fortinet, some others. We just had a specific training together with Fortinet for our B2B clients. So there's a lot of activities happening.
But do you still recruit? Because there was a big numbers of recruitments in Canada and in Latvia and everywhere mentioned. Do you recruit these kind of specialists? So the big question comes, there is always a lack of them. Like 2 million were mentioned globally, right?
Well, we are doing all things. We are hiring and we are training and we are trying to grow them ourselves because there is a huge deficit of all kinds of IT professionals, I think worldwide at the moment. So yes, we are hiring and developing.
Do we need to go a special security scrutiny? You know, if you apply for certain jobs, you're scrutinized even by secret services sometimes. So do you do this to your kind of normal civil stuff? Like student, the foreign student.
Yeah, we do some stuff according to the legislation. And of course, the other aspect is that our company is owning the industry security certificate issued by the state. And we are running a lot of critical infrastructure in this country. Therefore, we have some regulations which we are strictly following also in this area.
Okay.
So the CEO is checked.
Oh, you are checked. Okay, good. No problem. So you are to be trusted. So please, your questions. You're coming for a question? Yes, please.
Yeah, I have one question. So you mentioned that the issue here is also when we have the security incident and you collect the information provided by the CERT, you deliver it to the end user, but the end users do not take actions. Maybe abstracting away from the legislation point, is there anything technically that we can do to prevent and secure the users who do not want to make this one step to fix the issue?
The thing is that the tools we actually are using and having, we are reminding, sending. And most probably we see that it's not really working. Some are acting, to some we are providing consultation. So if you don't understand what you should do with your PCs, then we can call you or connect you remotely and help you solve the issue. So there is a lack of response also. But therefore, two things are important. Educate the society, why it's important, how they can suffer from the incidents themselves. And then we started internal discussion. We don't have the final conclusions yet, but we expect that maybe we will need some visit from police to remind that also this rules should be followed.
No, but oh yeah, sorry.
Thank you. Just to comment on this, I think some of ISPs in Europe also have very strict practice where they put infected users in a separate VLANs where they can access only updates or only antivirus solutions. And I know this has been very controversial. So have you thought about doing something in this regard maybe?
Yeah, we considered also disconnecting them from our services, not only putting somewhere, but then from practical life, we see that they are connecting back with the same device by using other operators. So there should be some, and in Latvia we have more than 300 like telco certificate issued letters that telco operators can be around 300. So we really need a system which is working the same way for all 300 participants in this market. Otherwise, it's not working. We discussed it, not decided yet.
Yeah, Oskar's here once again. Bad guys are bad by definition, but there is clearly one good thing. They are kind of serving all us. They are forcing us to learn and learn fast. Could you elaborate how much longer would have it taken to us to learn all those things you have learned during the last few months?
Okay.
It's a good question. I think it goes similar to the COVID, 2 years of COVID. There is estimation in the market that the e-environment or e-shop concept developed like they had the progress of 6 years put in 1 year. I think it's the same trend approximately for cybersecurity also.
Wow, what a nice outcome. So we are considering this quarantine thing of what you are saying, if there is a, and then we are, having a progress. So two good points from the one COVID.
And also the same trend goes for the concept work from home or hybrid work. The speed, it was growing before COVID also, but the speed, it picked up in last years. It's like progress of 6 years in 1 year. So we are learning, we are adapting, and we are moving forward.
You kind of prolonged our lives now. We are experiencing, something, wow, futuristic ideas are here. Yes, please, realistic, futuristic, whatever is your question, please pose it now or later by probably being some students. You will approach now COA, COA.
It's a great
whoever you are.
Great concept. Now I feel 6 years younger.
Yeah, oh, younger. Oh, I thought you're just kind of dying 6 years later instead of something. Okay,
that's another way to.
Okay, you decide. Now questions, because now it's kind of I'm kind of thinking of what you said about this safety illusion. Do you think that we are somehow also going to see a kind of more and more dangerous illusions around us, or if we are capable enough to fight this new reality that the wall you are trying to check constantly every day is actually built by us in Zilupe, in the border with Russia, and probably
built by our daughter company, of course.
In a way, yeah. But again, so how confident you are that now we are kind of very optimistic, but if we meet in 1 year, whatever will come in geopolitics, in cyberspace, and all these things, if you feel really stable of these challenges will definitely come, and you will fight them with a speed of 6 years in advance.
I think it depends on me, and I'm ready to work. If you are ready to work, then we will have better environment in 1 year with help of Canadians, CERT, and you. So look in the mirror is always what I'm telling to my colleagues. It's all what we do. Are we joining Zemesardze? Cyberforce of Zemesardze? Some of my colleagues are, and we support them also. So we can do a lot of things, I believe, in our company, in our country, and in NATO and the European Union also, and in the world.
But living in a country where the concept of the kind of compulsory military service is discussed, should we add to this discussion that the very strong cybersecurity, system or something should be added to this? Because we are talking about the physical recruitment because of what happens in Russia. So should we talk about even, that's a great offer maybe to young people who didn't decide who they want to be, and they could be offered, when they finish their secondary school, yeah, you have to go in a military service for a special recruitment and training program. Probably in cybersecurity area, not in physical, running and shooting.
We don't have to create it. We have to develop it because we have it already.
So you're
I'm a positive thinker.
Okay.
We need to develop. We know the trend. We are investing, hiring, and working.
Yeah, this was like, good. I like it very much. Okay, any remarks, some thoughts, last questions? No, thank you. It looks like we are going to the coffee break. Thank you.
Thank you.